Welcome to a 1v1 on Langreskaya. This game is going to be Tabak versus Please Call Me Dad. Tabak playing as U.S. Forces Infantry Company in the north versus Please Call Me Dad's OKW in the south. So, GG, Please Call Me Dad wins. That's not true. Even this map is probably not that imbalanced. I think Please Call Me Dad could lose this. Over Commando West is that bad this patch that I think Please Call Me Dad could lose this. This could actually be a pretty balanced matchup, I guess. Especially against Infantry Company. Infantry Company is probably the right pick. It's probably the right pick on this map. Long range heaven. LMGs will be good. So, let's see what they do. 3 Volksgrenadier opening to a 3 Rifleman opening. Pretty standard stuff so far, and I normally think that in Volksgrenadiers are. I've actually started thinking that maybe double Sturmpio opening is better. And Kuba Wagon, definitely. I think you definitely need a Kuba Wagon into Flak Half Track to shut down early Riflemen. I think going 3 Volksgrenadiers is just bad. That's just what it feels like to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Please Call Me Dad going to throw up tier 3 right here in the base. Probably going to go Flak Half Track. Doesn't have a Kuba Wagon though, so he's just going to have to survive on Volksgrenadiers for now. And looks like he will be successful in doing so early in the game. His opponent is not really pushing beyond his half of the road. Just kind of hoping his opponent will make a mistake. Both of them waiting for the other person to cross this red cover, overextend, and get forced to retreat. Looks like Sturm Pioneers are going to get vision of these Riflemen initially, but it's going to be at long range. Over here on the right side, 3 Volksgrenadiers will spot rear echelons in cover. Wire thrown down on all the green cover positions as well.
We're on the hook over here! Grenadiers ready.
And these Sturm Pioneers moving to engage against Riflemen here in the north.
Has been permanently established as a static post. Infantry assaulting!
We'll get into medium range on those Riflemen. They do have yellow cover. It looks like they're winning. Haven't lost any models yet. 1 Rifleman gets sniped. Volksgrenadiers getting into the capture circle just in time. Oh, that Master Troll. So close. So close. Well, Gaddafi, I'm sure I could have found a job as a programmer by now if I wanted to, which I don't. But thank you for noticing my keen intellect.
The enemy has cut our supply chain. A resource sector has been isolated.
Casting this game will require a small portion of my cunning. No! All of my cunning. That's such an old joke. That Family Guy episode came out like way too long ago. I still think it's funny though. These Volksgrenadiers moving to take control of the strategic point right here. Sturm Pioneers positioned in green cover, ready for this lieutenant.
Locked and loaded!
A little far away for those Sturm Pioneers to be able to do any significant damage. Just gonna try and flank them. Position range looks like Sturm Pioneers will get the point captured uncontested. Rotate into a different cover position. Don't want to engage against that lieutenant right there though. Lieutenant will take that opportunity to charge them. No models dropped. Pretty good engagement there for Tabak though. Sturm Pioneers vault that yellow cover and should probably not stick around. 1 model just went down really quick. Thank you so much for your $1 donation, Zonking. Much appreciated.
Target captured. No enemy contact.
Romeo, do you report your streaming monies to the IRS? Actually, I've gotten so many donations to my PayPal account that PayPal required me to provide my social security number so that if I should make actually enough money streaming, that they'll be able to start withholding taxes. So basically, yes. Yes, but I don't make nearly enough money streaming to actually have to pay taxes on it yet, so don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not going to go to jail for tax fraud anytime soon. Puma on the field. Look at that. Puma opening. I thought Flak Half Track for sure. And that's going to hard counter this opening, by the way, of AA Half Track. So Please Call Me Dad made the right call here, I think. I mean, I don't know. Flak Half Track is more generally useful. Puma scales better, though. You're going to have to be careful. He's basically playing into the late game with the Puma, which is probably the right call on Langreskaya, let's be honest. Let's be honest, it's gonna go into the late game. Well, Puma probably a good decision. Should be able to make that work against the AA half-track. Just trying to circle around and maintain control of the left side fuel. Please call me Dad is struggling a little bit to maintain control of a fuel point, but he should be able to get it back. Especially with 2 riflemen dedicated to the right side. God, I put the exact right amount of like creamer in this cup of coffee. Don't you love it when you get it just right? Perfect. It's not too much and not too little, and it tastes like heaven. Puma going in hard on the AA half. Oh, that crit! It doesn't matter though. That crit makes no difference. That thing's dead. Totally unsupported, by the way. Puma. Oh, he should have sniped. He should have taken that shot. I think he can afford to stick around for that snipe. Are there no vetted riflemen anywhere? Nothing. He's just gonna dive and totally unpunished. There's no reason for him not to do this. That ambulance is done. I don't think Tabak was expecting a Puma. He really was not ready for that. And the non-lethality of all engagements thus far means this squad is the only one that's anywhere near a rifle grenade, and even that one can't do it. There have not been enough hard engagements. He has no AT grenade at all. That Puma just dove the base, did so unpunished. Did he not spot that fuel cache? He could have picked that up for free too. I guess he didn't see it, or he was just too concerned with trying to get away to safety, because even that maneuver was maybe a little bit much. Normally a dive like that is a huge mistake in any other circumstances except against US forces with no vet riflemen that went AA half-track and therefore cannot possibly have any snare. Literally, there's no mines, no AT grenades, nothing. So Puma was the perfect call for this game.
Combat unit ready. Our supply lines have been cut. Americans are making a push.
Jaeger's being deployed now to try and get map control in the aftermath of that extremely good engagement. Sandbags being thrown up here in the middle. Oh no. There's a huge blob in that retreat path. Are they gonna survive? No. Okay. Last American down, he said with a German accent. No more Americans left in that squad. Jaeger light infantry over here on the right side. Folks Grenadiers jumping into green cover right here, throwing some steel wire barricade down to try and deny some of this cover to his opponent. Should this position not be able to hold, I don't think it's actually going to work though. I think it's actually very hard to deny green cover with wire, unless you place it like just right. I'm pretty sure there's still quite a bit of green cover slots on both sides of that, but we'll make it a little bit more difficult to use safely. Puma moves up to engage here in the middle. Captain tier has been chosen, and that's probably the right call, by the way. If you were trying to go to Sherman at this point, he might leave himself a little bit vulnerable to not having any anti-tank. Obviously, he's going to want to have some sort of counter to that Puma. Puma will have no problem against that fighting position, although it does get one grenade off. A little bit of damage to that Folks Grenadier squad, but nothing too serious, and the Puma should be able to finish it off. There it goes. Fighting position destroyed. Folks Grenadiers engaging from green cover against riflemen also in green cover. Lieutenant at maximum range. Looks like they're losing the engagement slowly over time. How strong is the machine gun on the Puma? It's okay. It's alright. But it doesn't have nearly as long range as the main gun. As you can see, the coaxial is not even firing. You get it into like medium range, it'll take out an infantry squad after maybe like 20 seconds. This makes it a pretty okay counter-harassment unit actually against flamethrowers, lieutenants, and other things that don't have anti-vehicle utility. Lay retreat on that lieutenant. 50 cal also got sniped by the Jaeger blob over here on the right side, and it looks like the American player is just failing on all fronts. So Stewart, that's desperation kicking in. Stewart is in production. Of course, the game has a lot of potential to last an extremely long time, but that would go in Please Call Me Dad's favor, so I don't think a Stewart is necessarily a very good decision. I don't know, maybe it is. He needs to try and regain control of this game somehow. Rifleman over here on the left side, fuel, rear echelon troops taking control of that strategic point. Please Call Me Dad is actually floating a lot. He's up to a 3 Volkswagen, 3 Jaeger core. I'm surprised he hasn't made any Raketenwerfers yet. He just dropped 300 manpower on this. Raketenwerfers are kind of the next logical step after you have your first vehicle and your infantry corps on the field. Spend the rest of your float on Raketens so that you have protection against this. Usually you have to deal with your opponent's vehicle much earlier. And a Puma should be able to win against a Stewart, especially if it overextends. It is Vet 1, so it has aimed shot. Stewart, of course, has shell shock. Kind of comes down to who utilizes their munitions ability first, and who gets luckier, and who's got better positioning. Any of you are live games tonight with me? Maybe. I still have another fast lane game to do after this one. But I don't know where the guy went.
Back position upgrade ready. Another award for marksmanship. Sure, add it to the fire.
So I don't know which game is actually his.
Americans have cut our supply line.
Puma taking shots at the Stewart from range. One of 2 shots connects. AT gun here, bazookas here. Puma needs to pull back to safety. Continue kiting. We'll get out of range for some repairs. Gun shot connected nicely right there. Stewart is getting repaired. Hi, Dreamer dude.
Target secure.
This is it.
Territory increases.
Grouper, prepare for orders. Don't act like bugs.
Taking effective fire. Taking fire over here. Target captured. No enemy contact.
50 cal rotates to fire on this stuff. But going to retreat. I don't know if it actually necessarily had to retreat. It did have a flank moving up from this side, although their movement's actually kind of blocked by the reinforced wire barricade right there. Jaegers are up against LMGs. LMGs finally. It's kind of late, by the way. Where have they been? It's 5 CPs in. He's got 386 munitions. I'm surprised there's not LMGs on every squad. Does anybody wish that you could put LMGs on medics? I do. Even though that would be extremely dumb and you should never actually do that.
This is it.
Defensive stance on these riflemen right here. And they should be able to win an engagement against those Jaegers right there. The Jagdpanzer are in production now to better counter the Stewart and counter any tanks that may eventually hit the field. Tanks are going to be quite late this game. Captain's late retreat. Not that late. He'll probably get away. I thought those Sturms might drop a few more models right there. Might drop a bazooka though. Pretty good RNG right there. Captain gets away without dropping the model or the bazooka. Stern Pioneers getting back control of the left side here. Jaeger Blob is reconstituting itself here on this half of the map. And LMGs plus Stewart have actually done a better job than I thought they were going to do of turning this game back into the proper Langreskaya slugfest that this map is designed to create. Fighting position built here on the center VP. Puma taking long shots at the Stewart. There is an AT gun right there, but it's falling low. Volkswagen firing will get cleared. Puma looks like it wants to try and chase a little bit. That Stewart does have engine damage. I don't even know how it got engine damage. Shell shock misses the Puma right there, and it will continue chasing. Looks like it's going to go in hard. It doesn't have that much protection right here. That shot connects, and I think that Stewart is going to go down. Main gun destroyed crit, but it does not matter. Puma will finish it off out of control. The captain was off the field for that engagement, and no rifleman could get in range for rifle grenade, plus the AT gun got cleared. So pretty well executed engagement there by Please Call Me Dad. Finding ways to get aggressive with that Puma, even with a pretty decent amount of counters on the field. 50 cal firing at a couple squads right there, and they're going to be forced to retreat back to the battle group headquarters.
Target that infantry!
LNG riflemen continue to try and suppress the blob over here on the right side, but this blob is a bit much for even a defensive stance LMG riflemen to take on. That's probably not gonna go well for that squad. They will be forced to retreat right there, and maybe even sniped by the Jaegers. There they go, and they drop their LNG. Late retreat, honestly. I mean, what did he think was gonna happen? Come on, it's just 7 squads charging down the middle of the map, just overwhelming everything. Looks like they will be successful in doing so. There's no 50 cal currently available back here, so this blobbing behavior cannot be punished by anything other than defensive stance, but there's just not enough riflemen on the field to keep this back. And of course there's infiltration grenades to punish that further, force them from defensive stance and deal a little bit more damage to them that way. Jagdpanzer and Puma are both fully prepared and available to engage against anything that needs it. Captain gets pushed away by Stern Pioneers here on the left side, and the 2-man lieutenant squad's not going to do much better. Though engagement's trending in Please Call Me Dad's favor, but I don't know if there's any real possibility of him getting a triple cap set up. So this game may be extended, especially since he's not rushing out of King Tiger or anything. He's taking it pretty slow and steady here. The Major's about to get wiped. Another squad with LMGs. All that much here. Jagdpanzer will destroy that fighting position, and it looks like Tabak will be forced completely off the battlefield for a second time. Sherman is in production, though, but the game just ended. I think Tabak surrendered, I assume, because Please Call Me Dad submitted this replay, that he won with Jaeger spam. That early Puma pretty much, I would say, propelled him into a massive lead. Stewart looked like maybe was turning things around a little bit, but another big push, coordinated push to take out the AT gun plus Stewart at the same time, and the game was definitely going in Please Call Me Dad's favor. It was probably just a matter of the next 15 minutes waiting for a King Tiger, maybe an Osterwind or something to really seal the game. So Tabak probably didn't think he could win and just gonna surrender. So GG. Well played by Please Call Me Dad. Axis wins.